Hey everyone, I am Kathy McClear, the State Director for AARP in Minnesota, and we are just a few short weeks away from the 2022 election. Voters 50 and older are the most powerful voters in America, and you will be the deciders in this election. That's why AARP is working to make sure voters 50 plus in our state know when, where, and how to vote. And as a reminder, AARP is a nonpartisan organization. We don't endorse candidates and we don't contribute to political campaigns. Again, I'm Kathy McClear, State Director for AARP Minnesota, and I am joined today by Emily Hunt, an election administrator in Ramsey County. Emily, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me, Kathy.
Well, election day will be here before we know it. So let's talk about preparing to vote. First of all, who is eligible to vote in Minnesota?
Folks who are 18 years old, U.S. citizens who've lived in the state for 20 days, and folks who are not currently serving a felony probation sentence, including incarcerated or parole in any state. Finally, folks who are not currently serving under a guardianship status in which a judge has revoked their right to vote.
Okay. And how does someone know if they are registered to vote in Minnesota?
Folks can check their registration for themselves at mnvotes.org. They can search by their name and address and just confirm that you're registered. If not, on mnvotes.org, you can check what you would need to register when you vote as well.
All right. And if someone is planning to vote on election day, when do they need to register?
They do need to register by 3 weeks before Election Day. So that deadline's coming up soon. October 18th is the deadline to be registered before Election Day. And if you miss that deadline, you can register when you vote.
All right. And what documentation do you need in order to register to vote?
There are several options folks can choose. A common one is a Minnesota ID card that is current name and address. However, if folks don't have a current ID, they can bring an expired ID or a different type of ID with them, along with a utility bill. The full list is on mnvotes.org for folks to be able to check, but you can also call your local elections office and verify if you have the right documentation.
And what do folks need to bring with them to the polls on election day?
If their registration is up to date, they don't need to bring a thing. But if they do need to register when they vote, they would want to check that list and verify they have the right documentation and bring that with them. They don't have to bring a paper document with them any longer. They can bring it up on their phone. So they could bring their phone with them ready to pull up a document if they need to.
Well, really good information. And one final question, Emily, where does someone go to vote on election day?
Yes, folks are assigned a polling place based on where they live on election day, so they must go to that specific polling place. They can search for their polling place at mnvotes.org, or the direct site address is pollfinder.sos.state.mn.us.
Fantastic. Really great information. Emily Hunt from the Ramsey County Election Administration. So we appreciate you being with us today. And for more information on how, when, and where to vote, you can visit aarp.org/mnelections.